Man, 2020. What a year, huh? So anyway, this is actually going to be a part one of this wrap-up that I have of 2020, but I feel like I deserve to give y'all a full explanation of what exactly I did this year, so prepare your ears and your brains, because what I have done all throughout this year has been just a roller coaster of emotions, milestones, tragedies, dark sides, bright sides, wrong turns, near trouble getting into. Well, starting from the very, very beginning of this year, because I thought 2020 was going to be the year of so many different things. Like, for example, I thought 2020 was going to be the year of the Union Pacific Big Boy, because as probably the majority of you know, that on May 2nd of last year, the Big Boy had its break and run after being restored from like 2014 to like last year. And I thought 2020 was going to be the year of this colossal locomotive, but moving on from that came the Flying Scotsman's birthday, which the Flying Scotsman turning 97 years old. That's insane, because this locomotive was built all the way back in 1923, way over there back in Doncaster in England, all those years ago. And coming up, the Flying Scotsman is going to be turning 98 years old. And in just 2 more years after that, the Flying Scotsman is turning 100 years old, which I am so going to be doing a video on that. So, moving on from that, well, before that, was the retirement of Union Pacific Challenger number 3985, because, well, again, as probably the majority of y'all know, Ed Dickens, he could not afford to run both the Union Pacific Big Boy, the 844, and 3985 all at the same time. So he had to make a very difficult decision to retire the 3985 from excursion service. So now 3985 is all the way over there in Cheyenne in the storage house. Well, in the engine house, just sitting there. Probably gonna be for a long time before she's back out on the rails again. Because the last time she ran was like 10 years ago, back in mid to late 2010, from, I don't know, like a boiler exploration or something like that. I'm not really too sure on that, but moving on from that, and passing the Flying Scotsman's birthday was the Valentine's Day special, which personally was one of my favorite Valentine's Day specials that I've ever done in my life on YouTube here. And I think the majority of y'all know that my favorite of all the characters in Overwatch is Widowmaker. I love her. I would date her. Now, I'm just saying, if Widowmaker was real, I would date that girl. Because, you know, she killed her husband, and I'm pretty sure that she would not kill me, because she will probably know how much I love her, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but seeing, I'm getting all this play of the games throughout the video was just insane, and especially, this way that she, I just love the way that she just swung in, and that was just so cool, and that was like Tomb Raider or something like that. So, going on from that, well, obviously my 22nd birthday, of which I'm already starting to feel of the age, but physically, I'm a 90-year-old man, but mentally, I'm still a child. Yeah. It's crazy, because to those out there who are my age right now, you're probably already starting to feel the same thing. So if it's not just me, then to all of the other early 20-year-olds out there, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. But me being autistic and having ADHD, and me just having all this energy, it's actually rare to see people like me out here nowadays. But me being 22, for someone my size, well, as probably the majority of y'all don't know, I am 5 feet 4 inches tall, and I weigh just under 120 pounds and just over 110 pounds. It's not bad, but I still feel small for my age. And this may be ironic, but I feel like a leprechaun being this small for my age. But anyway, get on from that, because again, I'm getting ahead of myself here. But going on from that, well, as y'all probably already know, a lot started going on this year, and when I heard that COVID broke out, I was actually kind of doubting it at first, because I thought COVID was going to be just like this temporary thing, but then it forced us to wear these, which honestly, I find that quite ridiculous, because this all started from this dumbass in China that ate, of all things, a bat that was like this small that caused this whole pandemic. So that's pretty much what fucked up 2020, was COVID, and that's pretty much what this year has become, and that's why I've been calling it COVID-2020. Because even though the name of this virus is actually COVID-19, I'm calling it COVID-2020, because that's what I call it. So anyway, moving on from the COVID outbreak. Now, y'all are probably asking tons and tons of questions, to which I'm actually going to get to those right now, just so that I can get all this bullshit off my back. So, as y'all probably saw from those music, well, those theme songs I made for the VTubers, well, Violent Dragoness and Love Watch Rennie now have a disliking for me, and I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and just confess, because I've been holding this in all year until this. Because since 2020 is coming to an end, and since, well, by the time this video goes up, it's gonna be on New Year's, and Happy New Year's, everyone. I started developing, well, I found Violet Dragoness, I think back in like April of this year or something like that. So I was on Twitch, and I was scrolling through Subnautica, and I found this which I thought was like this unique streamer, but she had like this weird kind of 2D like dragon model. And when I heard her accent, I was like, whoa. And I couldn't really tell from her accent, but I think she's like, actually, I've never really been able to determine what country that Dragoness is from. But according to her bio, she is a over 3,000-year-old dragon, which I actually find that crazy. And this is a thing, this actually what got me into VTubers. Now, VTubers are virtual streamers, because they have like these virtual 3D characters, which can be like animals, dinosaurs, people, geckos, kitsunes, basically that kind of stuff. And Violet Dragoness was the one that really got me into the whole VTuber thing. But then I found Discordia briefly in her chat. And I did not watch Discordia completely until like later on this year, but the one streamer that really got me into the whole VTuber thing is Munakaya. Now, I'm gonna just go on a limb here and just confess of what I have with Munakaya. Now, from hearing her voice, my heart just like stopped beating at like 1 billion miles an hour to like 1 millisecond per hour, because her voice is like, her voice has like this magical touch to the soul, because her voice is like so soft that it kind of like just settles down all the demons and all the bullshit that's been going on in your life throughout the past few years, or by the time when this actually happens. But Munakaya's voice has like this magical power to basically just completely settle it all down, and because of that, this does sound so cheesy. I keep calling her Mommy Mooney because I've developed this kind of a furry something as kind of a relationship with her, and I still call her that. But then another one by the name of the Howling Shinku, he kind of eavesdropped on my conversation of how I was this human-wolf hybrid who watched his entire family die all those years ago, and he took a soft spot to me, and we basically started developing this VTuber family, of which Munakai was my mom, and Shinku was my dad, and Violet Dragoness and Love Watch Rinny, of which Munakaya, she actually first introduced me to Love Watch Rinny, and Rinny is like this fox girl with... I'm not even gonna go into that, because if y'all want to know the full details of Rinny, go watch the video that I did on this Discord time with Seth. Scroll through on my channel and find that video to where I was talking about that, and when Seth was like all into this, that's how it all started. So I started calling Violet Adrinus and Rinny Aunt Violet and Aunt Rennie because of this whole relationship thing that started, but apparently I started taking it too far to the point of where they just blocked me and banned me from their channels because I started like quote-unquote stalking them, of which I wouldn't call that stalking. It was just my imagination getting out of hand, and that's on me. That was my mistake, and I did not fully realize that until another of Violet's friends called O2 Osaria, which she's like this, I don't know how to describe her, she's like this advanced, intelligent robot girl or something like that. Like, I could never really wrap my brain around it, and apparently she heard about it, and she too hates me now, but well, maybe sometime down the line they'll just completely forget about it and they'll just give me another chance, because as they say, everyone deserves a second chance. But anyway, that is why, well, now onto one of the best moments of my life here in 2020 was playing Sea of Thieves with Munakaya, Violet Dragoness, Lomo Trini, and even Discordia. And playing Sea of Thieves with them was so much fun. And like, that was some of the most fun that I have ever had in my life playing video games, because I have never in my life played with streamers. Well, I haven't really played with a streamer since I was in Who Got Beef streams like years ago, like about 5 years ago. But that was really like the one that like got me up there to become more of a Twitch person. Well, I'm still gonna be here on YouTube, but there may be a possibility that I may become a Twitch streamer, which, if y'all aren't following me on Twitch, go follow me. I am Bridget Seamus, which was my old gamer tag and my old YouTube channel name, so go follow me on there if y'all haven't already. And then, moving on from that, and then I started playing with the Howling Shinku on Dead by Daylight, and I got Dead by Daylight back in, I think, August or September of this year. I think like mid-August or maybe like early September. See, I can't fucking remember because it felt like it was so long ago. But when I actually first truly got Dead by Daylight, I started like getting the hang of it, and I started ranking up so fast. And the very first survivor that I chose was Fang Min because, well, apparently I just have to stay with Asian girls. Now, don't question me on this. Everyone is into their own thing, so those are my interests, so shut up and just leave me alone. and like we all have our interests. So Fame Min, I started getting good as her, but then she started to like fade away. So I picked Meg because I saw her perks where she had adrenaline, which is once all the which is when once all the generators get done, she's fully healed again, which that is crucial. And she also has this perk to where she just takes off, and that's called Sprint Burst, which I pretty much have that on almost all of my survivors. And then as time went on, I started getting so good at Dead by Daylight that I joined the Howling Shinku on Dead by Daylight in like 5 or like 6 of his streams, and those were fun. Like, those were really, really fun. Like, I had the time of my life playing with Shinku. Now, not only did I play Dead by Daylight with the Howling Shinku, which I'll actually go into that later, I also played Sea of Thieves with Anrisa, which she's like this smaller VTuber streamer who's like this cat girl. She's at like under 100 or so followers or something like that. I can't really remember because it's been forever since I actually last been in Anrisa's streams. But this year for me was also the chance for me to meet lots of other Twitch streamers. And one of them, two of them are Aurelinius, of which he's Jamie from Queensland, Australia, I think. And now, y'all are probably gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck did you just say? But this Twitch streamer, which I've actually gotten really close to, is Jungle Tits. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck are Jungle Tits? Well, the meaning behind her Twitch name is actually pretty funny because I heard her say this story so many times that, well, it goes something like this. So, it was, she actually first started streaming back in like February or March of this year. And she got this from hearing this interview on the radio, and this guy was like, what can you tell me about the Jungle Tits? And when I first heard that, I was like, wait, whoa, hold up, what the fuck did he just say? Like, did he really just say that? Turns out, he did. So, that's pretty much how she got the whole idea of Jungle Tits. Now, she only plays Fallout 4, and she collects desk fans, of which are, these guys, of which mine there is not one of them, but it counts as a desk fan because it looks like one, so shut up. So she basically goes all around the Commonwealth and Fallout 4 just collecting desk fans, and I heard about her through Aurelinis, which, if you two are watching this, shout out to you because you two are fucking awesome. So, I almost forgot to mention, about June or July of this year, I made a 7 Days to Die stream by the name of All Night Riot, and I have, she and I are pretty much not like best friends, but she hasn't streamed in like 2 months or something like that, so I started watching her a lot since I found her, and we've developed this friendship over Twitch. Yeah. We are best friends over Twitch, a platform that is bigger than pretty much any other streaming platform that is out there in the world. She and I are not best friends, and as a matter of fact, I've been watching her for so long, and I've been sharing so many things with her, and I've also been showing her monster trucks, how they look, as well as trains, and I pretty much shared my life story to her, and same thing with Jungle Tits, Aurelinis, as well as these VTuber streamers that I just told you all about, including Shinku. But Riot, we have become best friends over Twitch, which, when you're hearing this, you're like, how the fuck do you know this? Well, I have autism, man, and autism gives me this ability, high functionality autism, which is when you're more intelligent and you're way smarter. So So, I know that it's gonna take time for y'all to process this, but believe me, that's the way it works, man. Now anyway, continuing on from that, yeah, I really hope that y'all are still with me, and that I haven't made y'all, like, so bored out of your mind that you're pretty much like, I'm just falling asleep, but if you're still with me, top notch to you. So, continuing on from that, so, after I met Riot, and as all that time went on, I was scrolling through Golf with Friends, and then I saw this guy who had like this big beard, and his name was Year the Black, and when I heard that, I was like, whoa, that is an awesome name. So I clicked into his stream, and turns out he was a wrestling manager. And now, it has been a long time since I watched WWE, and the reason for why I haven't watched WWE in so long is from seeing The Undertaker lose to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30, which I think was back in like 2015 or 2016. So that's what forced me to stop watching WWE. But hearing Yuri the Black say that he's the manager of Australian something wrestling, that just triggered my love for WWE. And that just triggered my love for WWE again. And that was just insane. And now, so all throughout the rest of 2020 has been me just meeting lots of other streamers, of which I know a ton of these streamers. And another one of them was Grimshot, of which I was scrolling through the forest, and I saw this dude who had like this weird terrorist-like face paint with these like orange gaming glasses or whatever. And when I clicked into his stream, he was talking in this like anonymous voice, and turns out he was the guild master, of which when I saw him in another stream, excuse me, he was playing, the Hunter Call of the Wild, and he did not have his face paint, he was just his normal self, but that's when I found out that he was the Guildmaster, and all throughout that time, he took a long break from Twitch because of his fake friends just ratting him out and all that, and I felt bad for him after that. So moving on from a Grimshot, another Twitch streamer, which I actually watched for a short amount of time, by the name of Purely Cold-Blooded, which, as y'all will see in this, well, as y'all will see later on through this video, Purely Cold-Blooded is this girl who kind of has, this, like, a cyberpunk-like hair, of which is where all of her hair is like off to one side, and she has snakes. She now has 7 snakes, which I forget their names, but I found her when I was, when I was scrolling through Golf with Friends, and this I think was after I found Yuri the Black. So I started watching her more often, and she mostly did just chatting streams, and she streams between like Monday and Friday, I think. Oh, and also, I almost forgot to mention, another Twitch streamer, which I found earlier this year, is Blue Suit. Lucifer Suitocious, my man, if you're watching this, shout out to you. I found her when I was scrolling through No Man's Sky, which that's how I found Auralinus was for No Man's Sky. So Blue Suit was playing No Man's Sky for the first time, and as I started watching him over time, I started developing this, as I popped into his stream the next day, he started, okay, it's not like past 1:30 in the morning here, but I'm gonna get this done. So yeah, anyway, all the time went on, Blue Suit started reviewing these like new shitty games that have been coming out, and then when Among Us first came out, which I think was like in July or August of this year, and it's still booming and getting popular. I played Among Us with Blue Suit, and back in, I think, like, also September this year, I met Nowhere, or however you say her name. She's like this little goth. Well, I don't really want to call her goth, but as y'all probably see in the video, she's this VTuber streamer, which at the time when I found her, she was at like 400 followers on Twitter, something like that. And now she's at over 1K, which, congrats to you for hitting 1K this year, which is just unbelievable. And now, however, when I got Sea of Thieves, which that, by the way, was before I got Dead by Daylight, I found it, so I was scrolling through Sea of Thieves, and I found this girl by the name of Mrs. Zuki, and I was like, maybe she's a Asian girl, but, she has this, like, huge crew, on Sea of Thieves, and I was actually in one of her streams, which, God, I think that was, like 3 or maybe like 5 months ago. God, it's been forever. So she helped me make like almost $1 million gold in Sea of Thieves, which is just insane. Now the reason that I got Sea of Thieves is because of Deadliest Catch. Yeah, a pirate game that's nothing like crab fishing. But what I did is that I would just put as much treasure on my boat as I can, and then go back, catch it all in, see how much I get, and then I go back out, and I basically just do the same thing over and over and over again. But Ms. Suzuki, she really helped me up my skills in Sea of Thieves. Now, this is kind of way after I did. Ugh. So this was after I played Sea of Thieves with a Munakaya, a Loma Trini, a Discordia, Violet Dragoness. She was this was also after I played Sea of Thieves with Anrisa. So she really helped me get good at the game, but when I got Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves was just a game that was just forgotten about by me until I made my last video on it, which I think y'all remember seeing that earlier on as you scroll through my channel through on my most recent videos. So yeah, 2020 has been just escalating throughout this year, and yes, I did play Among Us with Elle, which she actually doesn't like me calling her Elle or Eleanor. She just wants me to call her Ella, or whichever way she wants me to call her. But I do tend to monitor her streams, because she streams from Friday to Sunday because, well, she obviously has work, but Blue Suit streams from Monday to Friday because he works, well, because he doesn't stream on Saturdays and Sundays, so all these Twitch streamers have their own, like, schedules, but moving on this year, I got back into Munakaya, and the one kind of stream that really made me close with her is Friday ASMR. Now, I think y'all know my already know my long history with the love for ASMR because I just love ASMR, but, so when I first got into Munakaya's first ASMR stream, I was like, so if y'all have seen those videos of these people playing flutes to cobras, and the cobra's like in a trance, that's how I am whenever I'm in Munakaya's ASMR streams, because when I was in her first one, I was like in this trance. Okay. Ugh. Man, do not screenshot these. I swear to God. So anyway, her first ASMR stream really got me in this like trance of relaxation, and that's why I started calling it relaxation this time with her. And I still do to this day, but I just don't really call it, well, I don't really call it that in our chat anymore. Because, well, obviously I'm starting to get older, and my birthday is actually in 2 months, which is 7 days after Far Cry 6 releases, of which y'all will still be on the lookout for the Let's Play that I'll be doing on Far Cry 6, which I'll be getting the Ultimate Edition of it on my birthday, so that y'all can see me at the most amount of content ready to be brought to your eyes, of which in other words, your peepers, of which if you get what I mean from Subnautica. So moving on from Munakaya's ASMR streams, so later on, I got back into Dead by Daylight, and I played Dead by Daylight with Fury the Black like twice or something like that, best I can remember, and that was fun. And like, Yuri the Black, he loved my energy, apparently, but I don't really watch him anymore. But I do tend to just visit him from time to time. So anyway, moving on from that. Now, obviously, as y'all have probably seen way earlier on in the channel, I launched a series called Journey Through Space, which to me is like, and also, way earlier this year, I found a YouTuber by the name of V101 Science, which he does space videos, and as y'all know, I am a sucker for space. I love space. I know so much about it. Like, I could go on all day about space. So, long story short, he really made me a amateur astronomer and scientist, meaning I know way more than NASA and all scientists and astronomers in the world combined. That's a fact. Not bullshitting. I'm dead ass serious. I know more than pretty much any other astronomer and scientist out there. Except, of course, the late great Stephen Hawking, of which, rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. Oh, fuck. Oh. Man, I really need to get some sleep after this, but there's more. Like, there's a lot more. So, now, best I can remember from the top of my head, which it'll come back to me eventually in some future videos in 2021. So, moving on from all that, I was scrolling through Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, and that's when I found this element by the name of Triforce Triumph, which, if y'all have seen the documentary on Subnautica, that was the Twitch streamer that really got me to be more passionate about Subnautica. And I didn't find out that she really loved Subnautica until like later on throughout this year, which I found her back in like I think in like mid-October or something like that. So I've been watching her for quite a while, and she's just so passionate about Subnautica because she's been playing the game since it first came out, all the way back in 2013, of which I actually can't remember what I was hearing from 2013, but yeah, that's actually pretty much all that I can remember from this year, because dude, I'm just dead ass tired, and as y'all probably see, my my energy is like slowly starting to like fade away, but I just wanted to make this this long ramble video of which I recapped everything that I did this year. So on a high note, 2020 started off great, and then it all went to like from this dumbass in China that ate a bat. But for me, it got better. But honestly, as y'all probably already know, my mom is not doing exactly the best. And the Let's Play on Nier Automata, I will continue that. I promise. And y'all also have Journey Through Space Season 3 to be looking forward to, which we will actually be starting with Pluto, because it deserves all the love. And then we'll go on through all the other dwarf planets, including Ceres of the asteroid belt, which if y'all probably didn't know, Ceres is not a asteroid, but it's a dwarf planet. The only one that is not in the Kuiper belt, 4 billion miles away. So yeah, y'all have that to look forward to. And yeah, I just thought I'd make this long ramble video, which so yeah, on that note, thank you all so much for all the love and support that y'all have been showing me throughout this year. I could not have gone here without you guys, because you guys are the reason of why I do this. I do YouTube to put a smile on your faces, and especially in times like this with COVID, that's why I'm doing this. I do this to make you guys happy, and in return, you guys make me happy with all of your love and support. And the Outlaw Gunslayers, don't think I forgot about the Outlaw Gunslayers, because those motherfuckers got me to where I am today. They are among my near 600 subscribers, which, by the way, I'm now at almost at 560 subscribers, of which, thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate the love and support that y'all have been showing me throughout this year. 2020 has been a roller coaster of a year for me as a YouTuber, and it's all thanks to you guys. And yeah, on that note, I really hope y'all have had a great year this year. And to those who have celebrated Christmas, I really hope y'all had a great Christmas, because obviously I got a game called Grounded, which, yeah, y'all will soon be seeing videos of me playing Grounded and just shrieking like a little girl to these big ass bugs. It's basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game, which I never saw the movie because I was born in 1998 and that movie came out in 1989, which was the same year that Voyager 2 arrived at Neptune. So, other than that, I really hope y'all have had a great year this year despite COVID, and I especially really hope that y'all are being safe and staying safe, and obviously social distancing. But hopefully by the time COVID ends, we won't have to constantly just talk to each other through video chats and all that, and through this, even though it's pretty much the way that we're gonna have to while COVID's going around. And I really hope that y'all have masks, and not just those disgusting and uncomfortable surgeon masks, because those are the worst. And yeah, I really hope you all have had a great year this year, and I really hope you all have enjoyed my time for y'all to just listen to me just ramble on about what I did this year. And I really hope that my confessions from this video have kind of like opened things up to pretty much what was going on, because honestly I could tell that y'all were wanting to hear lots of answers from me. Well, there you go, I've opened up to y'all. And also, shout out to these Twitch streamers, of which, well, there's one Twitch streamer that I actually just got to watching, Daylight Ghost, shout out to you. And also Zerth, aka Tyler, shout out to you. And also this Penguin VTuber, Gooderness, shout out to you. as well as these other ones. So which in time, as more videos of mine in 2021 go on, shout out to all of you, and I will see you all in 2021. Take care, and see you next year, hombres. Peace out.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Sugar, there's Let's have a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side.